What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager series. This is episode number 83. And today we're returning with two massive games with our Canaries as Vukasin Vasilic returns to Carrow Road in the first leg of the Champions League first knockout round, then Chelsea at home in a big battle to keep ourselves in the title race. Before we get to the games though, shall I know what you've been getting on off camera. And of course, in the last episode, which was perhaps my favourite in the series so far, you saw our goalless draw against Liverpool in the Cup, the 3-2 win over Arsenal, and then the victory in the FA Cup third round replay away at Anfield. As you can see, 6 games in a run off camera, all domestically, and as you can see, it's been a decent run, 5 wins and a defeat. We began with a victory away at the Etihad Stadium against out of form and having a terrible season, Manchester City. We beat them by 4 goals to nil as well. None in the first half, but in the second half we just went ham. Ryan Brewster scoring our first from range, Mason Mount making it 2-0, and in stoppage time Crowley bagged a brace in the space of 4 minutes. His second goal was absolutely lovely as he went on a stupendous solo run for tucking it home to get us a big win there. And following that, a 3-2 win against Everton in a really topsy-turvy game here at Carrow Road against one of the informed teams this season. They took the lead and then we equalised through a stunning strike from Madou. Then we took the lead through Teddy Gray scoring a nice goal himself. Then Everton equalised in a really eventful game before Teddy Gray won it for us later on with a header as we managed to get through with the big 3 points there. Following that, an escape, a 2-1 victory in the FA Cup fourth round against Burnley. We worked so hard to get here after winning the replay against Liverpool and we almost choked it against the Championship leaders. They took the lead in the first half, a shock lead, and then the second half, 2 goals from Abbey, who you rarely see nowadays, the French slash Algerian striker, scoring both goals with his head as he ensured he'd complete the comeback for us basically single-handedly, rescue us and send us through to the 5th round, where as you can see we drawn against another Championship side, Derby County at home in the 5th round. And after that, a 1-0 victory away at Villa Park against Aston Villa, Ryan Brewster heading in a Herman Bamba corner as we came through with a big 3 points there. And the winning run continued as we beat Crystal Palace in the final game of January by 3 goals to 1. Samuel Madou, Carl Crowley and Teddy Gray were our goal scorers in this one as we picked up yet another big 3 points. But our final game off camera was the only defeat in the run off camera. It was a 2-0 loss away at the King Power Stadium against Leicester. Thought we were quite unlucky not to get at least a point in this game. Didn't play too badly. Leicester dominated possession, but we had a couple of decent chances. They took the lead early on for a bit of a scrappy goal from a set piece, shock horror, and then in the 90th minute another rebound goal, both goals being rebound goals in this one. And I said in the last episode, luck will balance itself out. I guess this is just one of those games where we didn't get the good fortune. But despite the loss, as you can see in the Premier League, we remain in second place and still the closest title challenge to Liverpool. Arsenal, I think their dominance is over. Obviously they won the last 4 league titles, but now 2 defeats in their last 5 games. They're 6 points behind us right now, and we're 6 points behind the Reds, who continue to just run away with it. It's absolutely incredible. 23 wins in 25 games, 60 goals scored and only 7 conceded. Yeah, it's Liverpool's title. We might be the title's closest threat to them, but they got a game in hand, a 6-point gap. And when you look at the form they've been in as well, haven't failed to win a game in the Premier League since October when they drew 0-0 away at Stamford Bridge. It's Sampaoli's Liverpool who are going to win the title this year. But for us right now, 14 points clear of Chelsea in 5th, who we take on today. The only thing I care about, I've said before, is staying in the top 4. Nothing to report in the rest of the January window either. We loaned out a couple of our young players, but really nothing to show you really or spend too much time on. So because of that, I think we're going to dive right into the first game of today's episode. It is indeed Vukasin Vasilic's Hertha Berlin returning to Carrow Road. However, it is worth pointing out Vasilic might not feature tonight, and the reason why is because he's carrying a knock and I'm not sure if he'll be risked. Now you might have noticed here he is on the transfer list. I talked about in the very last episode he wants to move to a bigger club, and Hertha has smacked on a massive £117 million asking price fee for him. God, do I regret not arranging a sell-on clause. But anyway, 150 mil is what we got, so to be fair, I guess it's not a big deal. We still got a ton of money for him, my biggest sale in FM history. But yeah, Hertha Berlin, and he might not feature tonight. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Anyway, our first meeting between the two teams, and let's see how we get on right now in the injury report. You got Laric, who's a little bit unfit, coming back for a knock, but otherwise we are totally fit. And I'll be honest here, we've had some really good fortune soon with a lack of injuries in the past calendar year or so. And this is our team. Now we're going tiki-taka for the game tonight after losing with the Gegenpress at King Power Stadium. And you might notice as well I made one alteration to our midfield, which some of you guys had suggested. Instead of the ball in the midfielder being in the CM position alongside the box-to-box, I've swapped that and the deep line playmaker defensive midfield roles around. Just hopefully to give us a little bit more balance through the centre of the park. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But this is our team regardless. We've got Zangrandi in goal. The back four is Sanabria, Armini against his former team, Godfrey and Aaron's with Longstaff, Kenner and Mount through the middle. Bamba supports Teddy and Rian up top. And on the bench you've got Farinez, Pavlovic, Warburton, Madu, Provenzano, Dembele and Crowley as well. First of the two games today, it's a massive one. Our first ever Champions League first knockout round game. Come on, you Canaries. And there it is, confirmed for you. Vukasin Vasilic left out of the matchday squad. He's feigning injury. He's feigning injury. He doesn't want to play. He's worried about the reception he'll get. And a pulled calf muscle. Come on, Vukasin. You can soldier on through that, son. He don't want to play tonight. He's scared of the Carrow Road atmosphere. I mean, really though, you shouldn't be risking a pulled calf muscle in even a big game. You know, I think the AI manager there has made the smart choice. It's Marco Rose, interestingly enough, who's in charge of Hertha Berlin now. But I think he made the smart choice not playing Vukasin tonight. Even though, of course, as you know, in FM, former players pretty much always score against their former teams. But yeah, made the right choice to play it sensibly. So first highlight, halfway through the first half, so we're still deadlocked at 0-0. Sanabria runs straight into Zykankov. And the Germans get it back. I'll tell you what, I'm very fearful tonight, I really am. Losing our undefeated run to Leicester, really poorly as well. And as we know, Hertha Berlin have really become a great team in this save as well. One of the strongest sides in Germany. They, of course, won the Europa Conference League. I think it was 3 or 4 years ago now as well. They're a rising club. I'd say the key is don't surrender an away goal tonight. But as Teddy flicks it through to Rian, I'd love one or two ourselves. Yes! And he's so bad at one-on-ones. But he scored an important one. 1-0. He's had a poor season, Brewster. I'll be the first to admit it. Yes, he had an injury at the start of the season. And yes, as well, it is worth pointing out his game time has been significantly reduced due to the change of tactics primarily as he nutmegs the goalkeeper there. But it still hasn't been his best by a long shot. 10th goal of the season, though, and a very important one there. The strike duo link up. And I can't believe I'm saying this. Rian Brewster has just scored a one-on-one. Do-do-do-do. Rian Brewster, fantastic start for the Canaries. Now let's see if we now the second goal. Sanabria tackle, but will drop to no-hand Kenner. Can he find Aaron's? Look at Aaron's in space there. There we go. Well done, Matty Longstaff. Max comes inside. Brewster denied, and Gray just couldn't get to the rebound first. All Norwich in the first half, exactly what you want to see. If we don't concede an away goal, I think I'll fancy our chances heading back to Germany, even with just a 1-0 scoreline on aggregate, because I think we will score at the Olympiastadion, and then they'll need 3. Either way, still up by a goal. I'm going to shout to the boys and say get creative, but I do see Hertha scoring at some point. They've got a really good team. I'm sure they'll get a goal. But it's not going to be from here, and instead there's a chance for a break here. Look at Rian in space. Teddy's with him. He'll find him. It's Brewster. My word. My word, he's done it again! Are you kidding me, Rian? Seriously? You know, when you can finish one-on-ones twice in one game, why do sometimes you go like 5 or 6 goals, missing 2 or 3 straight? Ridiculous. Finished at the near post though, 2-0 Norwich. Both goals set up by Teddy as well. You know, it is so hard when you play the 4-3-1-2 with this team, because when you're using the Gegenpress and only one man up top, sorry, 4-3-2-1 I should say, you know, it means that Brewster Iras plays an inside forward on the left or on the bench, but Gray and Rian have an amazing partnership. You saw it last season, and you're seeing it tonight as well. Key now is, of course, don't concede that away goal. We're leading by 2. We're feeling comfortable as Odegaard slides through Miguel Angel. Zangrandi makes the save on a one-on-one. Well done, Adilson, as we still are up by 2. But Hertha now coming for a goal, and I think they know now. I think Marco Rose now knows they need a goal tonight, otherwise they're in trouble. Here they come again, cross the middle, and oh, just wide. Still up by 2, but Hertha really going for it now. It's all Hertha Berlin now, as Zykankov's going to whip in a free kick, and the shot is blocked, and the rebound... Oh, I don't know what happened there, but it didn't cross the line, and Zangrandi just about keeps it out. I'm going to take off Herman Bamba, who's not played amazingly well, and I'm going to go 4-1-3-2. And really crowd out the midfield now as well and stop them from getting as many direct routes at goal. I'm going to swap those 2 roles around as well, because I never like a ball midfielder on a booking either. And I might actually take off Mason Mount. And in fact, no, I'll leave that for now. And in fact, what should I do here? Herman Bamba for Longstaff. He's got his 2 rolls around. Yeah, take off Longstaff on a booking. And I'm also going to change those wing backs to full backs as well. If we keep a clean sheet, I think we're in the driving seat heading to Germany. It's all Hertha Berlin though right now. I mean, they have just got the bit between their teeth and we can't stop them. Armini heads clear though, and as Bamba surrenders possession, they'll get it straight back. Surely that away goal is right around the corner here. As the cross is into the middle, Godfrey heads clear, but it's coming. You know it's coming. It's only a matter of time before they get it as they're knocking the ball around so nicely. Beer down the right-hand side with space to whip it in, and there it is. Well, I don't know how Zangarandi kept it out initially. It must have been an amazing save, but the rebound finally turned in, and there is that away goal. It was coming. I mean, it had been coming for a while. Cross to the far post, header off the crossbar, and yeah, Zangarandi got a touch on the rebound before it was turned in from close range. 10 minutes to go. We'll still be the favourites to go through. If they get another, we're in trouble. Free kick, Herman Bamba, great save. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. I've got no idea what system this is supposed to be. So we're going to change our mentality to positive and much lower the tempo. Be more direct if we need to and just launch out to Brewster. Time waste a little bit as well. And slow the pace down and hold shape when we win possession as well. Just going to try and see out the game now with a few minutes to go. Cracker of a first leg, even without Vukasin on the pitch, but we will hold on, perhaps. Damn it, no, don't throw away the lead. I've talked about it so many times before. We've got a real problem of holding on to leads in this save. Sanabria with a great tackle there to win it back. And go on, Jonathan, away you go, son. Away you go. Keep going. Keep going. Oh, what a goal that would have been from the explosive left back. Well, that'll do it then. We will hold on to the win in the first leg, but that away goal could change everything. If they get one in Germany, we'll need one as well. But Norwich hold on to the win in the first leg at Carrow Road. Cracker of a game. Cracker of a game. Hertha's team is so good. So I'm very happy with that win there. And again, 90 minutes away for a place in the quarterfinals. A clean sheet in Germany and we will be there. But you know that you'll see Vasilic on the pitch for that second leg at the Olympiastadion. Absolutely no way he'll miss that leg, and you know he'll be motivated for it as well. I'm nervous, man. I'm very nervous. Oh, and Liverpool, by the way, just saw there they won on the same night as us, beat Huddersfield by 3-0. So now they're 9 points clear with a far superior goal difference, 12 games to go. Yeah, I think it's over now. The title is definitely Liverpool's for sure. So second and final game, back to matters in the Premier League, and Arsenal just beat Manchester United at midday, so they have cut the gap on us to what, 2 points now? Is it 2 points? 3 points in the race for second place. Again, I'm not really fussed where it is though, second, third or fourth, I'm fine with any. But how about this, Newcastle beat Liverpool in the 3 PM kickoff. So if we win tonight, then we'll cut the gap to 6. We'll still have a far worse goal difference record. I still don't think we're going to do it. I still think it's only a matter of time before Liverpool are crowned champions. But the Magpies pulling off a shock. So Hens again going to go back to the gegenpress system, and this will be our lineup. Zangrandi's in goal. It's about for Sanabria, Pavlovic, Godfrey and Robin, with Kenner, Mount and Bamba, the midfield trio. Madu and Dembele are our inside forward supporting Teddy Gray, and on the bench Freenez, Armini, Warburton, Aarons, Longstaff, Crowley and Rian Brewster as well. Like I said before, it's not been a great season for Rian Brewster, but again, you've got to keep in mind his game time has been significantly reduced. Anyway, where am I here? Second and final game, it's Chelsea at home. Come on, you Canaries. Let's keep the pressure on Liverpool at least. Free kick early for the Blues, and it's temporarily dealt with, but it's going to come straight back, I think, with Herman Bamba losing out in a foot race here, and across to the middle finds Gomez, and oh, Godfrey off the line. Kenner sends it long. Teddy onto it, down the right-hand side. Needs a teammate here. Can't do it all himself. Whips one in. Reece James heads clear, but there's Dembele to pick it up. Oh, what a save by Kepa. Tips it onto Woodwork, and Chelsea escaped. A couple of brilliant chances early. Dembele this season has been a lot more involved than in the past 4 or 5 years, and he's done really well this season. I've liked Madu as well, even though statistically it doesn't suggest he's played too well. I think he's done pretty good this season, Samuel Madu, and our inside forwards have had a nice season together, getting more game time as Godfrey took an age to come to that ball. Oscar's away, and Zangarandi, did he get a touch? No, it goes straight wide. Ben, come on mate, what was that? You guys have said it, and I'm starting to believe it as well. He's now 30 years old, and I think his time is, I wouldn't necessarily say coming to an end. I'd like to keep him here as club captain, But to be honest, I am starting to believe that. I mean, we signed Armini to replace Godfrey, but due to his poor season this year, it's Pavlovic who continues to be our first choice. You can see he's been our best player today, or one of our best players. But yeah, Ben, I think we need again in the summer a world-class centre half. Armini's not cut it. We need someone else. Obviously, because he's homegrown and trained at the club, as Gomez is through and fires it wide, it makes it really important for squad registration rules. The other players we've got are Max Aarons, of course. You've got Karamoko Dembele. You've got Samuel Madou. And there's someone else who I'm forgetting that's very important to us. I know Aku's got it as well. So we've got about 4. But yeah, you need a minimum of 4 for the registration rules. Otherwise, you've got to free up a spot, which is never good when you want a thick team. And that means that's one of the reasons why Ben is so important to this team, that homegrown ruling. But as a first choice centre half, I think his days are numbered. Madou sends it along to Karamoko Dembele as the inside forwards link up, and away comes Karamoko, who trods on the ball and plays it back to the captain. Ears burning with a nice ball out wide to Robin. Down the right, and can the Dutch fullback cross? He can. He'll find Dembele. Oh, just wide. Definitely a winner in this game. Someone's going to claim the 3 points later on, and it could go either way. Chelsea need them in the race for 4th. We need them for the title race. Samuel Madou bursting down the left. Brilliant run, but the finish is, let's just say, disappointing. Well wide the post. I think it's closer to the corner flag than the post there. But still 0-0. Definitely a winner here. You know, both teams have played well. Surely someone's going to claim the victory. Ben inside the centre circle, playing it through to Herman. And now Karamoko, wonderful first touch. Oh, what a goal. Mentioned him earlier. He's played well this season. Karamoko puts us in the lead. That was a glorious first touch from Bionic Legs there. Godfrey into Herman, and look at this. Just takes it around his man first time, couple of extra, and then just outside the area, Kepa rooted to the spot and frozen like a statue. 1-0 Norwich, 18 minutes to go, and again, this will cut the gap to 6 at the top after Liverpool's loss. But with their superior goal difference and Chelsea finding an equaliser instantly, I don't think it's going to be enough. Morgan Rogers, formerly of Manchester City, flicked on by Oscar, and finishes from close range. Back on level terms, I thought someone was going to win this, and after Dembele scored, I thought it would be us, but instead, 1-1, and it might well end up as a score draw here. Unfortunately, after praising Madou, he's not had the best of games out there today. So I made a couple of changes here, as we are still tied at 1-1. No change to our tactics, though, because we've played all right, even though Chelsea have dominated possession. And is there going to be a late winner, or will it finish as a 1-1 draw? Bamba's just picked up a bruised knee, and there is a highlight for Norwich City. Jonathan Sanabria. Oh! I mean, it's crazy to say this. He's the littest lad on the pitch, but you want headers to fall to him. He's known for it. 1-1 the final score, then a score draw, and it's just 1 win in our last 3 in all competitions. But I'll say to the boys, you're unlucky. Chelsea dominated possession. I still think, even though we've had a contrast in terms of form this season, they are the better team overall. The gap is now cut to 7, as we missed a chance to cut it. 8, as we missed a chance to cut it to 6. But I don't think it's going to matter regardless. Liverpool slipped up today, but that would just be a blip. They'll still win the title, but for us, so long as we stay in the top 4, no. As long as we stay in the top 4, I'm totally fine with it. But that was today's episode of the Football Manager series, guys. So big thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed it, and if you did enjoy today's episode, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day. And you know what we're coming back for. 3 games off camera, including the FA Cup 5th round. And the return will be the second leg of the Champions League first knockout round away at the Olympia Stadion, where Vasilic, you know, will be primed and ready. And then Manchester United away at Old Trafford as well. Have a great day, guys. Much love. And I'll see you for an episode which you won't want to miss very soon.